good to see you. Today I'm discussing affect and effect. And if you screw these two up, it's totally understandable. After all, one of the definitions of affect with an A is to produce a desired effect with an E. And one of the definitions of effect with an E is the result of something affecting with an A something else. What? But the truth is, you shouldn't screw these two words up. And although there are more formal and antiquated definitions of these two words, most of the time you only see the basic definitions. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm going to give you the quick grammar get it so that you can say, I got it. As you may know, every word in a sentence is a job, and the job is one of the 8 parts of speech. So with effect, its job, most of the time, is a verb, meaning to influence or transform. And I picked transform because it has an A in it, so does effect. And effect, its job is a noun, most of the time, meaning an outcome, a result, or a consequence. And I wrote consequence because it has 2 E's. Effect, noun. Now we need to tie the two together so you don't get confused. So the only famous person that I could think of that had the initials EN was Edward Norton, the actor. So I'm going to use him. I'm going to say Edward Norton has a negative effect with an E on me. Not that he's a bad actor, he's a great actor, but he always plays the negative roles like a villain or a bad guy or just kind of like a creeper. If you think of the movies that he's been in, like American History X, or Primal Fear, or The Italian Job, or even Fight Club.
First rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Whereas Brad Pitt, on the other hand, has a very positive effect with an E on me because he's like 100 and still amazingly hot. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. So negative effect, E-N, Edward Norton. Effect is a noun. That will help you remember. So the only famous person I could find who had the initials A-V was Amerigo Vespucci, which is not a designer. He's the Italian explorer. And he was not particularly easy on the eyes, but he was really smart. So we're going to use him. So we're going to write Amerigo Vespucci, affected with an A, America, by discovering it. Well, actually, it was like Christopher Columbus who found it, but then Amerigo was the one who was like, yo, Chris, hey, that's not India. And then meanwhile, the Native Americans were like, hey, everybody, what are you doing in our house? But it was Amerigo Vespucci who affected America because we got our name from Amerigo, which is probably because the map makers were like, Christopher, yeah, too many letters, that's just not going to work. So to recap what we've learned today, Edward Norton has a negative effect, E-N, effect, noun. Amerigo Vespucci affected America, A-V, effect, verb. And I think that's it. Oh, and I also taught you that Brad Pitt's 100 and still hot. But that was free. You're welcome. And this has been your Grammar Get It. I hope you got it.